Hi everybody, I saw that you guys were commenting on my post last night from being down here in Australia and traveling around the world and wanting to let you guys know how to do it. As many of you know, I'm a traveling missionary, and so for me, I have to return back to my home country to be able to work and to be able to earn enough money to be able to go overseas and do what God has put on my heart. And so I'm bringing you this video today to show you how I do it, how I travel, and I don't have to return home. I don't have to be stuck at a job. And I want to share with you guys my story and what I'm doing, because many of you guys would keep asking me that. So here it is. Here's what I'm doing. So about 4 years ago, I was in the red carpet, sorry, I should say, in the fashion industry with my company. I was doing really, really well. I was getting photographed. I had just been named top designer in Vancouver for 2014. And I was noticing that I wasn't the size I wanted to be in these photographs. The camera adds 10 pounds, and I was feeling kind of self-conscious around all these models, and I didn't want to look necessarily like a model, and I'm not saying that's bad, but I just wanted to look and feel healthy, and I didn't see that in myself. And so when I went home, I visited my sister Sarah. Holla, Sarah. Anyways, and she said to me, hey, I'm trying this product called Isagenix. I go on these shakes. I take 2 shakes a day and eat whatever I want at nighttime, and why don't you just give that a try? And I was a little hesitant because I'm like, I don't know about taking shakes, but she said, just try it and do it, and the product will speak for itself. Just give it a test, like just try it out. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll try it. So after 2 weeks, I did 2 shakes in the morning. I drank green tea throughout the day, or needed a little snack. I'd have some celery or a boiled egg or whatever I wanted. And then at nighttime, I wasn't really living for the Lord back then. So I was drinking beers, and I was eating burgers, and I was having Caesar salad and fried oysters and like all of that regular food at nighttime. But in the daytime, I would go back to just having my 2 shakes, one at morning and one at night, or one in the afternoon. And I dropped 15 pounds in 2 weeks, and I couldn't believe it. Like, I wasn't even following the whole product line and like how everything was supposed to work. And I couldn't believe that it was the first time. And many of you guys know I have suffered with a lot of health issues my whole life. I had chronic pneumonia as a child, so I took a lot of antibiotics that ruined my gut digestion. And as many of you guys know, if you don't have a good gut health, you're going to start to gain weight, and there's going to just be a ton of other issues that go along with that. So I didn't even know this 4 years ago, but at the time, the reason why my body was letting go of all that weight is because the shakes are designed to heal your digestive tract, to nourish your body with the most rich and mineral dense nutrients that you can get in your body. And all of the protein was coming from grass-fed cattle. And as you guys know, we need grass-fed cattle and nothing else, because it's got K2 in it, and it is what cleans out your arteries and all of the fat stores in your body, and it helps to flush that out and to be able to absorb that proper nutrients in the way that cattle are supposed to be raised and grazed. So anyways, that's why I was losing all that weight, but I didn't know any of that at the time. I was just like, kind of partying and in the fashion scene, and I wasn't paying attention to that. So fast forward, went through back surgery, got healed by the Lord. That story's to come. and then I came into the mission field, and now God has been putting on my heart all of these businesses for around the world, and I want to start all of these different companies in different nations and help people. That is my one and only goal, is to help people and just share the love of God. And I was noticing that with what God put on my heart, people didn't necessarily feel to back me financially, or some people would give me a little, a few installments here and there just to help me and support me because of their love. But it's really hard for a church to get behind you when you're starting something new. And so that's what God put on my heart. And I'm thinking, Lord, like, you've asked me to do this, but how am I supposed to fund this? Because I don't even really know what it looks like yet, and we want to start this organization, and you're calling me to all these countries to travel now and make these connections, and network with other Christians, but I'm having to return to Canada to work. And I literally prayed a week ago that He would give me a business that I could run from my laptop as I travel anywhere around the world. And at the time I was in Thailand, and I was just feeling like terrible energy. I was feeling really, really low. And I know I don't talk about that a lot, but I do go through some really low times. And I think it has to do with my digestion, because many of you guys know There's videos coming out right now with digestion health being linked to it as your second brain, and it's controlling your emotions, and it's controlling your anatomy and your physiology and everything that's going on in your body. It's actually affecting that from your gut. It's not always your brain. And so many of us think that we're just suffering from depression and that there's something wrong with us. But I think, I mean, I can't claim this, I'm not a doctor, but I think a lot of it has to do with your digestion and how your body's processing foods and being able to absorb the minerals. And so when I said that to my friend who I was crying to on the phone one day and saying, oh, I'm overweight and I feel like I don't look myself and I'm going to be 32 at the end of October, and I don't want to live like this anymore. I need to do something different. I need to do something different. And she's like, well, girl, I just had a baby. And she sent me these before and after pictures of like her jean shorts that were like hanging off of her. And I couldn't believe it because she was already just stunning to me, but she felt so radiant and so much energy. And she was saying that her feelings of depression and stuff were leaving, and she was just feeling so incredible that she was like chasing her little baby around the house, and he was just, you know, loving life with her family. And I was like, you know what are you doing? Like, I just said, what are you doing? She goes, oh, I'm doing Isagenix. And I'm like, wait, what did you just say? And she said, Isagenix. And I said, I know Isagenix. I said, I had incredible results with that. And she said, do you want to do this 30-day challenge with me? And she showed me the pack, and she showed me how it works, and she showed me how I could potentially win 10 grand if I enter the competition, and 2 grand if I even just become a finalist, and then possibly 50 grand if I go to the world, it's the world competition where all the winners from every country, and we have over, I think we're at 18 countries right now that we offer this this company in. And I was so excited, and I was like, you know what, this could work for me. And she showed, and I said to her, yeah, like, I do want to do this. I want to lose the weight. I'm going to buy this for my birthday present to myself. And then she said, do you want to do this as a business? And I said, I don't know. I said, I mean, I love the product, but I've done network marketing in the past, and I never liked the company. Like, I ended up selling the product because I was trying to earn a paycheck as opposed to loving the product and just telling people about it. And she was like, oh, like, just let me show you the compensation program and tell you a little bit about the company. And she told me about the people that were in this company, and that they were encouraging and just full of life and so uplifting and so positive, and that everybody was just working as one big team. And she showed me that I would be joining the fastest growing team in the world. And she showed me the compensation system, and it was so crazy. Like, I'm a big stickler on knowing that things are what they are. Like, people say who they say they are, and, you know, backing your word and sticking behind your word. And I'm a really big investigator when I'm getting into something. So I went in and researched all about Isagenix, and I found out that they've been doing business for 25 years. And I was like, you know what, like, that's incredible. And other companies or countries are opening up to their company. So obviously they got to be doing something right. And then I started looking at the people in the business that were actually making quite a bit of money. And I noticed that the girl on our team was one of the top money earners right now. And she's only been doing it for 5 years. So if any of you guys know anything about what people talk about, pyramid schemes and all of that stuff, there's no possible way that somebody starting 5 years into the business after 25 years of business is going to be beating people at the very top. And, you know, and it doesn't even work like that. And I looked at the compensation program, and this is going to be able to fund all of my mission work. And it's the founders are even Christians. And, you know, that just to me, and looking at the people in this, like people that are doing so well, like even the people that are reaching like millionaire status, they're going and opening orphanages all over India and different places like that. And their stories are so incredible. And really, it's just a group of people that is trying to help each other feel their best, look their best, and be financially free to travel and do whatever you're supposed to do, whatever God's calling you to do, or whatever. If you're not a Christian and you're watching this video, maybe your dream is to open your own business, or maybe your dream is to just travel the world, or maybe your dream is to help people in a different way that's not looking like missions. This is going to give you those options, and this is going to be able to give you that freedom back and to be able to spend time with your family. And maybe you don't need money and you just want to be involved with an incredibly uplifting and encouraging group of people. Maybe this is for you. So if you're interested and you've seen this video, private message me. I would love to share my story in depth. I know I've talked for quite a bit right now, but this is my first time putting a video like this on Facebook. So if I talk too long, sorry about that. I just am so excited, and I'm so excited to share this with you. And if anybody out there is watching this and you're just a little hesitant and you do want to look at the business a little bit closer up, I'd be so happy to show you that. And there is just no pressure at all. If it's for you, great. If it's not for you, great. I just wanted to share my story and help others have the opportunity that was given to me. So thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Blessings.